now that we've had a little bit of time to digest what Sony did, even though their actual PS5 sort of spec rundown was a little bit disappointing in terms of what we actually got, there was some surprising stuff and some of the surprising things that they announced. So this is very cool to be able to talk about now, and I think that it's something that maybe a lot of people didn't take notice because everybody wanted to jump on the teraflops thing. Like, that's the new thing. Last gen it was resolution. This gen apparently is teraflops. Although apparently it was teraflops 3 years ago when the Xbox One X came out, and now all of a sudden it's still like the be all end all, despite the fact that a 1.8 teraflop PlayStation 4 Slim can have better graphics on Sony exclusives than anything Microsoft put out exclusively on their 6 teraflop One X. So to be honest with you, it does not really compute with me that so many people are kind of focusing on this and kind of getting away from the things that have actually been more important, like the games. So according to Digital Foundry, John Linneman had this to say about the PS5, and this is exactly what I said, and this could end up getting Sony some exclusive games that people didn't think about. He says, the craziest thing about PS5 is the speed of the solid-state drive. 5.5 gigabytes a second is just part of the story. There's a lot of custom silicon in there to ensure that the system isn't bottlenecked in other areas. It's really fast on paper, a lot faster than Xbox Series X even. And then when people go, oh, well, it's just somebody had responded, load times really aren't going to matter to the masses, where Sony's big thing. And John responded, it's not about load times, it's about accessing data super fast on the fly. It can change how worlds are designed. It's a fundamental shift. Now, probably mostly Sony exclusives are going to be the ones that take advantage of this. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this kind of works out. At the end of the day, I feel like Microsoft has their pro points, Sony has their pro points, but the fact of the matter is that Sony has this in their back pocket, where if a developer really wants to change a world or change the way games are made, they can do that on the PlayStation 5, where they can't possibly do that on the Xbox Series X. Not saying that it can't do stuff, but you also have to keep in mind that it's 2 times faster, so you have that to kind of keep in mind if you're a developer, and maybe there's some kind of vision that you have that can't be done on the Xbox Series X. And also the Xbox Series X is fully supporting that's something that's going to be kind of weird to see, just from the fact that developers maybe would stick with PlayStation. Like, I think that people forget that PlayStation's a worldwide brand where Xbox really isn't, and it's going to be interesting just to see how that kind of plays out. But the fact that you can just create different worlds and everything's going to be more available to you, that's probably why not all games are going to be forward compatible like Microsoft for the first couple of years on the PlayStation 5. Like, not all games on PlayStation 5 are going to work on PS4 because it's not possible. And that's what I was talking about when it comes to next generation, and I think that's not lost on a lot of you, thankfully. So I would love your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Please let me know what you think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will link this in the description as well. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.